The lights are on and the trees are up, but this Christmas isn't going to be normal, and neither should it be. COVID-19 is still a very real risk, with infections at a high level across the country. The government is lifting restrictions on social mixing for 5 days only, from the 23rd to 27th of December. In those 5 days, you can form a bubble with up to 2 other households and spend time together indoors in your home. You don't have to mix with anyone outside your household or your support bubble. You can still decide to play it completely safe and have a quiet Christmas in. But for those who do want to mix, let's make sure we all understand what the rules mean. 3 households in a bubble. That means no one in the bubble can mix with anybody outside it at any point over the 5 days. So here's an example. You're a married couple with 3 children, all of whom have left home and have their own families. You can form a bubble with 2 of them, but not the 3rd. And none of the households in the bubble will be able to spend time indoors with anyone else. Here's another example. Your parents are divorced, you spend Christmas Day with Mum at her household and Boxing Day with Dad's. That means none of you can spend time indoors with anyone else, including any siblings who don't live with you, any in-laws or friends. The bubble must remain intact for the whole 5 days. This is going to mean tough decisions for quite a few families. But don't forget, you can still see other people outside as long as you stick to 2 meters physical distancing and the rule of 6. So walks together, chilly festive picnics, as long as you don't share food, could be a good way of catching up with those who can't be in your bubble. But for many people, it will also mean a simpler, more relaxing Christmas, with many of the usual obligations removed. And of course, the safest way to celebrate Christmas is by staying at home and keeping social mixing to an absolute minimum. You can see 2 other households, but that doesn't mean you have to. The safest thing to do is stick to the people you live with or your established support bubble. You can talk to people on the phone, share Christmas drinks or dinner over Zoom, make plans for being together next year when things are safer. This Christmas, I'll be having my mum staying with us, as she's already in our support bubble. And for our Polish family celebrations on Christmas Eve, we'll be having our usual Vigilia dinner, but we'll be sharing it with my sister's family over Zoom this year, rather than being together. And if you do have visitors at home, keep the windows open to keep air circulating, keep physical contact to a minimum, try to avoid sharing crockery and passing food around the table. If you have families staying over, avoid people from different households sharing bedrooms. All these little things can make a difference to the spread of COVID. If anyone has COVID-19 symptoms or is isolating due to close contact with someone else with COVID, they should not be making the Christmas bubble. It's been a really tough year for everyone, and the temptation will be strong to let down our guard and enjoy Christmas in the ways we always do. But we need to stay focused on making sure the people we love are still here to celebrate it with us next year.